Let's break down a traditional form called Kicho. A traditional form is a pre-choreographed series of motions consisting of traditional movements, typically broken down into two segments. First learning segment is going to be Kicho first 8 motions. The second learning segment will be Kicho all 20 motions. Let's take a look at it in regular speed first. All right, now let's break it down in slow motion. Step 1, you're going to head snap. Head snap means you always look towards the direction in which you're moving. So before you move, before you transition and go into a different direction, your head is going to snap toward that direction as hard and as fast as you can with the same intensity that you would use to execute a punch. So her head's going to snap to the left. The next step is her left leg is going to step towards this wall here. Her left leg is going to step towards the left wall into a front stance down block. That's going to be movement number 1. Her left leg is going to move past the threshold that it's on right now, and it's going to move all the way over to her left so she can be in a front stance with her feet shoulder width apart. So her left leg steps past the line that it's on, and then she hits that down block. Now, what you can't see in this particular angle, her front shin is going to be straight up and down. Back leg is going to be straight. Shoulders are going to be square. Her back form is going to be parallel to the ground. Her eyes are focused forward. Now, let's take a look at this transition. She's going to keep her blocking hand, the down block hand, in position to the very last moment. It's not going to move. She's going to keep the tension in it until her right foot is just an inch from the ground. She's going to pick up that right foot. She's going to step forward. She's going to execute that front stance middle punch. And she's going to be careful to make sure her feet stay shoulder width apart. So her right foot is not going to end up on the same plane as her left foot. So if her left foot kind of goes this way, her right foot is not going to end up on that plane. It's going to be shoulder width apart. Just like that. So from this angle, you can't see it, but her shin is going to be straight up and down. Back leg straight. Back hand is going to be parallel to the ground. Shoulders are going to be square. Now, before you change direction, you always head snap. So she's going to snap the head to the right. Now her front foot, in order to get shoulder width apart, has to go past the threshold of her left foot. So she looks over her right shoulder, her front leg moves. Her front leg is going to come all the way over here. It's got to go past the threshold of her left leg. So let's watch that transition. So she looks, she spins all the way around, it passes that left foot. She finds the target, and then she shifts, and then she hits. Great transition there. Same fundamentals for the front stance apply. Back leg is straight, shin is straight up and down. That blocking hand is going to be over the knee. That back hand is going to be chambered exactly parallel. Shoulders are square. That means there's no twisting in the shoulders. Her eyes are focused forward. Now from this position, she's going to step forward. Again, she's going to do her best to keep her right foot on the right train track, left foot on the left train track, so they never cross. Also, one critical point is that she keeps her blocking hand in position until the very last moment. Her blocking hand does not move. She holds it fixed. So her weight's going to move forward, but her hand's going to stay frozen in that spot. So take a look at that right hand. Stays frozen, stays frozen, stays frozen. It doesn't move. And then she steps forward to execute that punch. Then she starts to chamber it back. And then again, she's got her left foot in the left track, the right foot in the right track. They never cross. There's always that space, we call that shoulder width apart, in between her feet. The next step, she's going to add that head snap. So before you transition, before you change direction, you head snap. So she looks towards the target. And now she's going to execute the down block. And again, her left foot has to go past the threshold of her right foot. So her right foot's going to be on this line. Her left foot has to pass it in order for her feet to be shoulder width apart. So she passes that line. Perfect. And then she finishes with that down block. This is great form here. She's got her left shin straight up and down, back leg straight, back form parallel to the ground, blocking arm nice and straight, eyes are focused forward. Perfect form. Next step, she's going to keep that blocking hand in position until the very last second. So she's going to pick up that right foot. She's going to step forward. She's going to punch 1. Right foot stays on the right track. And then the left foot's going to stay on the left track. Now, when she punches, she's not actually punching toward the shoulder. She's punching toward the center of her body. We call that the solar plexus. So your punch should, again, not be at the shoulder, toward the middle of the body. Backhand is chambered parallel. Then she's going to step forward and punch again, keeping that punching hand fully extended until the very last moment. It's extended, it's extended, it's extended, and then she pulls it back at the last second and then executes the punch with the left hand. And again, as you can see, that punch is not exactly parallel to the ground, right? That punch aims for the center of your body, the solar plexus. The back forearm is going to be straight, back leg is straight, shin straight up and down. Do your best to get both your feet pointed forward. And now there's going to be one more punch. Finish it with the ki. And again, she's going to hold that punch there in position to the very last second. Take a look at this left hand right there. So it doesn't move. It moves forward because her torso is moving forward, but it doesn't move off that mark. It doesn't move off that target. She holds it out fully extended, and then at the last second, both of her hands are going to move together. That means there's going to be an equal and opposite reaction. That left hand is going to go back into a chambered position. The right hand is going to go out into a punching position. She steps out, and there's that equal and opposite reaction. The left hand goes back exactly at the same time as the right hand goes out. And then she finishes with the ki with a nice low deep stance. Back leg is straight. You want to get that shin. Let's work on that angle here. You want to get that shin straight up and down. That punch, again, it's not shoulder level. It moves slightly down. That's at the center of the body. So that punch kind of goes toward the solar plexus there. Back is straight. Back leg straight, and then once you're done, you're going to finish in a ready position. All right, there you have it. That is going to be Kicho first 8 motions.